It's a realtor's life. We coach right, in the kitchen right. Create your life. It's a realtor's life. We coach right, in the kitchen right. Create your life. It's a realtor's life. We coach right, in the kitchen right. Create your life.
Welcome everyone to another episode of the Realtor Life Podcast, a part of BND TV's weekly lineup of shows. I am your host, Michael G. Davis, broker and CEO of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, realtor plus business coach. And we have another phenomenal guest for today. But before I bring them on, I want to remind you that we are streaming live to the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm business Facebook page and YouTube channel. So for those of you all that are checking us out live, we invite you to place your comments and questions in the live chat and take part in the show. Now, if you have a real estate need, like looking to buy a house or maybe putting your house on the market, we invite you to stay on after the show. We got a very special message for you. Also, maybe you're thinking about getting into real estate. We've been getting a lot of that lately. You're thinking about getting your real estate license, or maybe you're already licensed and you're considering making the change. We ask you to stay on as well, because they got a part of that message that's just for you too. All right, so now without further ado, I want to bring to the stage, she's a new agent with Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. She's a realtor, world traveler, former esthetician when she was living with her and her family in Saudi Arabia. She's seen a lot of the world. I want to bring to the stage Miss Brenda Mullen. Hey, hey, Miss Brenda, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
All right. So, Brenda, what of my 18 years of being in the real estate industry, I feel that as real estate professionals, we hadn't been appreciated, right? I feel like our clients, our customers, sometimes even our colleagues, they put us in a box, not recognizing that we're people too, people with passions and many layers. So I created the Realtor Life Podcast as a platform where real estate professionals like yourself could come on and showcase the many passions that they have in addition to being in real estate. Also, with me being a real estate coach, CEO Coach Mike, we do a little bit of coaching as well for the audience. So before I jump in, I always ask this question as far as social media. When people hear your story, they're going to want to connect with you. They want to learn more about you. Where can they find you on social media?
Okay, on Facebook, they can find me Working with Brenda, as well as Instagram. Work with Brenda.
Okay,
same on Facebook, as well as Instagram.
Sweet. All right, I know they're gonna want to connect with you, so y'all go check out Miss Brenda on Instagram and Facebook. Work with Brenda. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure that I join. Look, let me go ahead and do it. Let me be an example to the people.
All right,
and go ahead and connect with you right now on Instagram.
Right.
And you say it's Work with Brenda?
Right, lowercase.
Work with Brenda. There you are.
Yeah, and we just added another page to my.
Yeah, well, now you got another follower. So how about that? So y'all go and connect with Miss Brenda. All right. So like I said before, Miss Brenda, this is a platform to really showcase the passions that real estate professionals have in spite of real estate. So I always start out with the same question. What hobbies or activities are you or your family a part of?
Right now, we're part of just working in the yard gardening. We cut our grass every week and do the the lawn and all of that stuff. But prior to COVID, we were involved, and I love to line dance. I was going to the Y, and I was dancing and just having fun. I enjoy working with people. I enjoy interacting with people. I enjoy doing new things. So those were pretty much the things that I was doing at that time.
Okay.
When I moved overseas, basically what we did is so many different hobbies. We did so many different things interacting with people. So that's the answer to your question.
Absolutely. Well, why don't you mentioned living overseas? Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, we moved overseas in 1981. Can you believe that? And we lived there for 20. I'm not 81. I'm sorry, 1991.
Okay.
We lived there plus 20 plus years, and it was a great opportunity for me and my family because we got a chance to meet people from all over the world. Some of my friends are from Nigeria. Some of my friends are from Ghana, India, Pakistan, Arabic. And it was a very nice experience for us because we got a chance to eat the food. We learned about their holy days, their holidays. It was just so much information that we learned from people in person instead of looking at it and reading it in a book.
Absolutely. What it sounds like you're saying is with that experience in Saudi Arabia, you was able to firsthand experience different cultures and other people's culture.
Absolutely.
Wow, that is awesome. And
Right.
you said you were there for about 20 years?
20 plus years.
Yeah, matter of fact, I think you just recently got back into the States because you went to a wedding with one of your friends, huh?
Well, last weekend we went to a wedding in Austin,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't, these are friends of ours' daughters. Now it's the second generation, right?
Yeah.
Their daughter got married in Austin. So yes, we were invited to her wedding last weekend, and it was a great experience. And we got a chance to see some of those old friends that we had, in Saudi Arabia. We hadn't seen them for years.
Yeah, absolutely. But I bring that up is because it was the second generation, but it was a different culture. So you were able to experience
Right.
How they do weddings and things like that.
Absolutely. The color of her dress wasn't white like we have in the US. Her dress was sort of like a burgundy color, lots of lace. She didn't have the hat piece on her head. She just had a scarf on her head. Even though these young people, they lived in Saudi Arabia, but she is actually Pakistani and she married a white American young boy. And, the food they tend to eat, cups, and just things like that, just a little different.
Yeah.
But of course, when you marry a young man from the U.S., you also have to have a day where you eat American food and a day where you eat Pakistani food.
Right.
We watched them do some of their dances, and we got out there and shook her leg too. So it was fun. It was really a great time.
No, it sounds like it was a very memorable occasion. So I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Yes.
Now, so you're saying prior to COVID, you and your husband were very active, but now with COVID, you're mainly doing gardening. Had y'all planned on like getting back active, or has that changed for you?
Well, we started. My husband, when he retired from working overseas, his hobby was photography. So now he's I guess, professional photographer. He does a lot of real estate shoots too, just to throw that little ad out there. So
absolutely.
Interested in having those homes that we all are going to put up for sale in the future, can contact him. But I'm a community service person. I like to do community service projects. The church that I was attending here, I used to help them with VBS classes. When the kids are out of school, I would, help them and teach them Bible scriptures and things like that, and games and, church related stuff. I used to, when I went to the Y would have sometimes, once a month, they had these birthday celebrations and things like that, just interacting with other women. Not so busy with community service projects in the last few years prior to COVID either. But I would love to get involved in some community service programs.
Yeah, because it seems like you're the kind of person you like to give back, you like to connect and engage with people on a more intimate level and provide yourself as a servant. So, that was going to be my next question. Like, what do you think needs to happen for you to get back involved and back engaged in that service component, which since it seems like you enjoy it so well?
Well, I think what needs to happen is someone just present the, whatever the program to me. And if our schedules work out together, we can make it happen.
Absolutely.
Basically.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what is it that you think really attracts you about working in the community? Um,
What attracts me to working in the community is
yeah.
I love to help people. I love to make things better.
Mhm.
I like to interact with people from the standpoint of, okay, in our community, this needs to be done. We need to help the kids do this. I mean, some projects that I worked on in Saudi Arabia were we went to the beach and we cleaned the beach up. You
Mm.
know, I worked with Girl Scouts over there. I worked with girl softball teams. I was an umpire. I like to do all of those things. It's a little different in the States for me to be an umpire, in a girls softball team or, things like that. But those are things that I enjoy doing. I just like helping out. I don't necessarily have to lead, but I am a leader as well.
Mhm.
But just, show me certain things that they did at church. They did, we helped with packing the school supplies,
Mhm.
and so the parents drove by and picked up their school supplies and, for their kids and things like that.
Awesome. So with the hobbies that you mentioned, Miss Brenda, what is it that made you get involved in those hobbies or activities?
Well, from a very young age, I always liked to learn something new.
Mhm.
Okay, so in the sixth grade, I took a after school class of learning how to crochet. So then there was knitting. So then I did not like sitting in front of the television, just sitting there like this. I wanted to keep my hands busy. So I would crochet sweaters, I would crochet hats, scarves, whatever. I lived in Michigan at the time. So in the wintertime, it was cold as heck. So every year I would make myself mittens or something. So that was the beginning of me getting involved with hobbies. Okay, as I got older, I was working at a cleaners and this guy came in and he wanted me to make jewelry for him. He
Mhm.
brought in copper wires and the tools and everything like that. So I started making jewelry. He paid me for it, which I was happy about that.
Oh, so
And
you had a job. That's called a job, Miss Brenda.
well, that was a job at a very young age too.
Yeah.
And then of course moving to Saudi Arabia, we women, we didn't actually have much to do because at that time women were not really allowed to work for the company.
Right.
And so to keep our sanities, we got involved in a lot of different activities. I mean, the company offered art classes, stained glass, woodworking. I actually built a cabinet by using a table saw and other tools, you know, and I built it. And we went to the hobby shop, and the men would stand around. They're the Arabic men. They would stand around. They're not used to women being inside the hobby shop. And everybody, oh, let me do it. Let us help you. But we said no. We cut the wood.
we we got this.
Yes, we got this, and it really gave us a lot of confidence. But I mean, any hobby that you can think of, I pretty much have done it before, and
Wow.
I just like to learn new stuff.
That's awesome. No, that's a great story. I appreciate you sharing that with us. And we can definitely tell that you are the type of person that likes to learn and grow from your experiences. So talk to me about your real estate journey. Like what was it that attracted you to get into real estate?
Okay, again, that started years ago. My father, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. My father owned many rental properties. Okay, that was my introduction to it. He had me call the landlords of potential rental clients and check to see if they had paid their rent on time, check to see if they were working at whatever companies they said they were working at that time. So that was my introduction. And I was thinking at the time, I said, wow, daddy's making some good money. I would like to do that. And then I also started thinking about real estate. I was saying years down the road, of course, I said I would like to be a home investor as well as a real estate agent because it just seemed like something that would make me happy to be able to help other people. Plus, hey, I want to make some money. I
Yeah.
wanted to make some serious money, but I enjoy helping people. I enjoy helping people that may not necessarily have the income to qualify for a home.
Mm.
And what I like about your brokerage firm is you guys offer a lot of ways for people to actually accomplish that goal and own their own house.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we definitely have a lot of tools and resources
Right.
to assist somebody with, because a lot of people are not buying houses because they feel like they can't.
Right.
But you and I both know that that's not the case, that there's many resources out here in this marketplace and people just need to be educated. So, and I'm glad that you saw the value in that and that you came on board with us. And, we're going to use that. We're going to use that, Ms. Brenda, to get more people in the houses, right?
Correct. Absolutely.
Sweet. All right. So now that you're in real estate and, you were attracted by the work that your dad did, now you got big goals, you got big dreams as far as, what you want to do as it relates to this business. What is it that excites you about being a real estate professional?
What excites me about being a real estate agent is the fact that this is my second chance.
Mm.
This is a dream. I used to dream about, being a successful real estate agent. I mean, making some serious money, and this has given me the opportunity to make that happen. Actually, that makes me excited. It makes me excited to just be able to service other people and help them accomplish their goals.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Well, let's do the opposite side of that. What scares you about being a real estate professional?
What scares me about being a real estate professional is I know Brenda, and sometimes Brenda will fight with herself.
Yeah.
And this Brenda would say, "No, you're sleepy. It's 7:00. It's time to go to bed." But this other Brenda would say, "I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me." So it's a fight.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid that at the time that I know what side will win, the side that will accomplish the goal, but that scares me about it as well.
Yeah. So what it sounds like you're saying is that struggle between the two Brendas.
Right.
But here's the reality, Brenda. You got more than two of them in there. You got a bunch of Brendas inside of you. and they all vying for the driver's seat. Well, I think there's no part of us as human beings that are bad parts, right?
Right.
And because there are no parts of us that are bad parts, there really shouldn't be a fight. And it's really not a fight because the reality is that other Brenda, who is not empowering, or it may seem as if what she's offering is not empowering to what we're trying to achieve. The reason that she's doing it, though, is because she loves you and she's trying to protect you, right? So each one of those Brendas are coming from a place of care, a place of love, a place of wanting what's best. But some of them just don't know no better. So that other Brenda don't know no better. So what you do is you got to put her in the back seat.
Absolutely.
and then the Brenda that knows that she can do that, y'all can do all things through Christ Jesus. You got to let her drive. Let her drive the car.
Right.
Right. Put them in their proper roles. But no, that I know that fear is real. We've all experienced it. Yet we can't allow it. We won't allow it to cripple us. We can't allow it to stop us from achieving what we know we can achieve. And most of that is through learning strategies to manage, learning, resources to really better manage a lot of that internal noise that's going on. look, it's funny that you said it. You know, the thing that scares you is you. And that right there just shows how wise of a person that you are. Because for most of the people out here in the real estate business, the reason that they're not achieving what they want to achieve is because of them. They're in their own way. Right. And it just shows how wise you are that you've already identified that. So as we coach, as we work together, as we continue to develop, like we're gonna ensure, you know, we're not gonna remove all the obstacles, but we can definitely remove you as an obstacle.
Right.
make it more challenging. All right. So what would you say is your biggest life challenge right now? We'll pivot a little bit. I know I started a little bit of the coaching piece, but we'll pivot a little bit and continue down that vein. See if anybody in our audience could be helped by our interaction. What do you feel is your biggest life challenge right now?
My biggest life challenge at this particular time is I'm a cancer survivor. So in the back of my mind, every time I cough or every time I get sick, I think that it may be going back to that. So what I'm trying to do is exercise more, eat properly, take care, self-care, you know, and all of those things so I can be healthy, so I can stay positive, so I can accomplish this goal. I want to do this. This is something I really want to do. Yeah.
So, well, it sounds like you've kind of come up with the blueprint to help you assist with that challenge. Like, how has it been working? Like, have you been effective in, you know, working out and eating right and, you know, making sure that your body is well enough to battle off any foreign agents?
My body is healthy at this particular time. I have been exercising. I have not been consistent. That's what I need, consistency. I remember looking at one of your videos, I think last week or so, and you were saying your day starts before 9 o'clock in the morning. You get up in the morning, you exercise, you do a number of things before 9 o'clock. And that's what I'm working towards that. So I say within the last week or so, I have been getting up and I have been exercising. I've been going to the Y and I've been walking the dog and things like that. So I need to stay consistent. I'm taking one day at a time. And yes, God say the same. I am going to be successful in that.
Absolutely. Well, you know, one of the biggest ways to adjust your lifestyle, right? It sounds like you're wanting to, you know, when we think of consistency, it's really a lifestyle adjustment. We're talking about lifestyle, right?
Right.
For instance, like nobody has to make us brush our teeth every morning.
Correct.
Like it's a part of our lifestyle. Nobody has to make us, you know, bathe or like there are certain areas in our life that are non-negotiable. Like you just do it. It's
Right.
you take it for granted that you
Right.
do it.
Right.
And that's because your lifestyle has now been built around it and it reinforces it. So what we have to learn to do is we have to learn to shift our identity to line up with the actions or the behaviors that we want, right? And what that means is this: if I stop brushing my teeth, I'm not going to be able to not do it because my identity says that I'm the kind of person that brushes his teeth, right?
Right.
I'll use me as an example this morning. So I went for a run today.
Okay.
Now, the last couple of weeks I've been battling with, you know, working out, running. It got boring. It got mundane. You know, it was a struggle trying to do it. So, you know, we all got them voices. So my Michael, I had a Michael that was like, hey man, you ain't got to go work out, bro. Like it's already late, man. You got all this stuff. So I had that person in there. But, you know, Brenda, I would say for the last 3 years, I had been working out at least 2 to 3 times a week for the last 3 years, right? So even with that voice, through that time period, through that 2 to 3 years, my identity shifted. And I am the kind of person that works out. Like it is, period.
Right. Right.
So when that voice gets to talking, it's like, no, we work out, so we got to go do it.
Right. Right.
So when you think about your wellness, you think about your health, you think about being consistent in those areas. I think a good exercise would be is to create you an identity statement to
Mm-hmm.
say,
Okay.
I'm Brenda Mullins and I work out. I am healthy. I eat right. You make that and you're part of your identity.
Okay. That sounds good.
And as human beings, we have a natural inclination to
Mm.
live up to identity commitments. Does that
Mm.
make sense?
It makes sense. Yeah.
So that'll steer you in that direction. You making that identity shift and that identity declaration of who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and then watch how subtly your behaviors are going to begin to lie, especially if you commit to the identity. Like you commit to it and say, no, this is who I am. You remind
Right.
yourself of it on a consistent basis, even if you read it every day,
Okay.
reinforcing and reminding yourself of it on an
Right.
everyday basis. Watch how it becomes easier and easier and easier to behave in a certain way that lines up with what
Mm-hmm.
that identity declaration is.
Oh, sounds good.
So that's some good takeaways I think that'll help you as
Right.
you go on in that journey. All
Okay.
right.
Thank you. We'll try that.
So, Brenda, I really want to say thank you for, coming on and giving us a window into your life, a window into um, the great things that you're doing and the aspirations that you're making. Are there any, before we wrap it up, right? Are there any final statements that you have for the people? Any or anything that you will want people to know that maybe we didn't bring up in our meeting?
Well, what I want, the first thing I want to say is thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I think Brooks and Davis is a great brokerage firm. And you're pushing me now. You are pushing me. And frankly, I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. It's a gentle nudge, Brenda. It's a
Yeah.
gentle nudge. That's what.
But yeah, I'm thankful to you, Michael, and your team. Thank you so much. And I thank God. God has given me this second chance. And
Mhm.
I plan on knocking all these demons out of the way and
Yes.
being successful. I'm
Yeah.
moving a little slow, but I'm moving forward. That's all I can say.
Hey, look, as long as you're moving forward, that's all that matters. That's all
Right.
that matters. So,
Right.
no, excellent job. You did a great job today, Brenda.
Thank
And
you.
again, I'm so excited for your future along with us. We got big things in store. All right.
You.
Awesome. All right. So, gang, you know how we like to, before we wrap things up, we like to go down a rundown of things that we have coming up, man. We have a phenomenal event coming up on tomorrow. It's Are You Summer Ready? It's a part of our mastermind series. We're going to be doing all things summer listing preparation, right? It's going to be tomorrow at 12 o'clock. It's going to be via Zoom. We're bringing in some top producers that are going to be coming, giving us all their tips, all of their insights, their skills, their strategies. They're going to give us all the juice as we go into these summer months to really position ourselves. We're going to be learning how to keep your pipeline flowing during these busy summer months. Again, tips and best practices from these great top producers. You're going to also be able to learn how to prepare yourself as a real estate agent to sell more. So it's going to be a phenomenal event on tomorrow. Tomorrow at 12 noon via Zoom. Some of our top producing agents that are part of the company are going to be giving their tidbits. So if you're a new agent, or if you're an agent and your production is just not moving where you want it to move, then you definitely need to go to our events page at www.brooksanddavis.com. Make sure you reserve your seat so you can be in the building, so you can get the information, the login information, so you can take part in this phenomenal event that we're doing on tomorrow, Wednesday, at 12 p.m. It's going to be a virtual event, and it's going to be one that you do not want to miss. So make sure that you go there. Also, before we end, I also want to give everybody a heads up about some I really want to encourage everybody to go to at Black in Real Estate on Instagram, as well as our YouTube channel, because we're really pushing to inspire the Black community, get more Black people in the homes, to get more Black real estate professionals to be more intentional about how we help get more Black people in the homes, right? It's everybody's issue. So I really encourage you all to follow us on Black in Real Estate. I know the Texas Association of Real Estate Brokers, the African American Trade Association in the state, one of the oldest minority trade associations when it comes to real estate. We're having our annual conference this week as well. So if you are not familiar with TARAB, then I encourage you to visit the tarab.org website. I'm pretty sure they still have. There's a number of events happening this week, beginning on Thursday afternoon. So take part in that. I know our Young Realtors Division, YRD Houston, that's a subchapter of the Houston Black Real Estate Association. We're having a after party that week as well. So a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. Make sure you go to the events page, and so you can see all the things that we have coming up, and then you can participate and you can take part in. We want to get you involved. All right. Before I shut it down, make sure that you stay on. Got a very special message for those. Maybe you're looking to buy a house. Maybe you're looking to sell. Stay on for this message just for you. Looking to get your real estate license. Maybe you're considering making a change in brokerage firm and you need a brokerage like us that's going to support you with everything that we have. Stay on, learn more about that. With that being said, this has been the Real to Life podcast. I'm your host, Michael G. Davis, broker and CEO of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, realtor plus business coach. I want to thank my guest today, Ms. Brenda Mullen, for her time and for her letting us know what she has going on. Looking forward to coaching you into the cosmos, people. It's time to take off, baby. Make it a great one. Hey, this is Michael G. Davis, CEO of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC. I am also a realtor plus business coach. If you are currently have a real estate need, or you're in the process of getting your real estate license, or maybe you've already gotten your license, awesome. Watch this whole video because I have some outstanding news just for you. Now, if you are considering buying a home, we want you to know that we offer at no cost or commitment to schedule a showing for you to see any property in the Houston Metroplex. But when you hire our real estate company to help you, we will hold your hand and guide you through the home buying process step by step. Visit our website or give us a call at the number shown to learn more. Or maybe you're considering putting your home on the market for sale. We want you to know that we offer at no cost or no commitment a couple of things. First is a free neighborhood buying and selling activity report for your home. This report will show you the amount of buying and selling that has taken place within your neighborhood within the most recent 6 to 12 months. All we need is your mailing address and email address to get the report over to you. We also offer at no cost or commitment a free in-person property condition home evaluation. This is where one of our real estate professionals will come into your home and give you recommendations and advice on what changes to make to the condition of your home and talk with you about how these changes could help sell your home faster and or for more money. But when you hire our real estate company to help you sell your home, we will put your home in front of more active home buyers than any other realtor. Just visit our website or give us a call at the number shown to learn more. Finally, if you are in the process of getting your real estate license or with a brokerage firm and thinking of making a change, we want you to know that we offer at no cost or commitment for you to be able to attend any Brooks & Davis real estate firm training or event. But when you join our firm, we will show you how to get everything you want using your real estate license. And what we believe real estate professionals want are an outstanding quality of life, the freedom of having options, and the ability to pursue what makes them happy. Visit our website or give us a call at the number shown to learn more.